Hello everyone, Old Guy Gaming here, back again with Alien Isolation. I think, don't quote me on it, but I think this is going to be the last episode. I think we are super close to the end of this game. Boy, the last 2 hours playing this have been an interesting journey of what not to do during the course of the game. But we're getting through it. We're getting to the end. We've connected to the Verlaine, or to Verlaine and the Torrents. We're trying to get there. Ripley was just facehuggered. We're trying to get off the Fastball station before it collapses into the gas giant. So, before I begin, if you do like the content and you do enjoy it, by all means hit the like, subscribe button. That'd be super helpful. Also, I am currently, right now, at this moment, streaming this on Twitch. So if you're interested and want to come join me and join me with someone else who's currently also watching me on Twitch and tell me how bad I'm playing this game, by all means, follow the link in the description below. Here we go. Is this going to be it? Is this going to be the last of the game? So we were face-hugged. We're not face-hugged. They're trying to face-hug us. Maybe that's where that third one came from. Let's get that one and that one. Flamethrower fuel. Thank you for replacing all the flamethrower fuel. Bolt gun ammo, yes please. Alright, so there was a third facehugger that somehow managed to sneak past us and facehug us in before. I don't know how that happened, but we will make sure that every facehugger is dead. And they look dead. All the eggs are either already opened, which makes you wonder who they got. It had to have been the remaining, like, Ransom and the rest of the crew that was sitting out there. Is there an open egg that I missed? Give me the bullet. Okay. We saw two before. Get him. No! And then a third one came. From where, though? Is there an egg back here that I missed? Where? Where did it come from? That's the second time that's done that. Where is that thing? That's getting frustrating. That is getting a little frustrating because I open that door. I feel like it's coming through the door. Maybe I'm just going to back up. I'm just going to back up. So I probably don't want to flamethrower that close. That one and that one. It's just kind of frustrating. Like, I just don't know where it's coming from. Like, I've died plenty of times that I can consider to be my own stupidity, but I don't know where it is. I feel it has an awful lot to do with that door. So I'm going to open that door and I'm going to back up. Alright, you two little guys, come on down. Come on down and go. Why I have to flamethrower both of them individually? A little frustrating, but okay. So. These are both empty. So, I'm going to open the door, and I'm going to back up. It's not the door. Where? It's behind me. It's somewhere behind me. So as I get close to the door, I actually got to turn around. Where it's coming from. Like, there's no open, there's no eggs, there's no nothing. That is really bizarre. But okay. It's okay. We're getting this down. So, go away. Go away. Both on fire. Yep. We do that. That's fine. Don't need flares. take that bolt gun ammo, or the... Sure. So, I die. Because for some reason I have to kill them individually. Sure. So we take both of this. Take that. So this thing's coming from behind me, right? Yep, sure is. I don't know where he came from. That's crazy. Okay. That took way too much time. And no idea where we're going. That doesn't look like a healthy place to go. But neither does this either. Yeah, so this looks... Yeah, this does not look like the right direction to go. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Yeah, with all these eggs open, like something, somewhere. More flamethrower fuel. Yes, please. No. I wonder if the facehuggers are kind of like in self-preservation mode, like right now. Like with all the flames, all the carnage going on, all the eggs like are anticipating that something horrible is about to happen, and that the only way that the survival of the species can go on, all the eggs are opening, which might explain. Which might explain why. Oh, come on. I mean, you're gorgeous. You genuinely are, but like, I could do without the two aliens hunting me at the same time. One is bad enough. Yeah, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is something weird like that, where that's the reason why all these eggs are open. Is that, holy crap, there's fire, and somehow, some way they're in self-preservation mode. It's got to be something like that. What? Oh. That's called a concussion. Like, what was that? Was that an elevator or platform? Like, what the heck were we on that just collapsed? Anything important here? More flamethrower fuel. As we have determined, this is the most important commodity at this juncture. And a chest set. You never know when that can come in handy. How about over here? Nope. And here. Nope. Okay, cool. That was a lot of facehuggers. That was a lot of facehuggers. Look, more flamethrower fuel. Game's being a little generous on the flamethrower fuel. Maybe they're trying to tell me something. And again, the tracker has stopped functioning, although...
Jesus! Just let me make it through here.
That looks like a flaming pit of death. This also looks like a flaming pit of death. Can I go over? Yeah, that's it. Yep, I get it. Hot thing's bad. Whoa! Oh. So I know for a fact that someone somewhere has done a VR version of this game. Oh, I would be god awful at that one. I literally...
Too close.
Yes, yes, Amanda. It was way too close. Again, more flaming pits of death. Let's not go down that way. Moving on up. You would think you would have heard that. Like, it's a big, fast-moving train car. You'd think you would have had a little bit more warning. Like, I get that there's some ambient stuff going on here. Why? Ooh. Alright, which way is which? I think it's this way? This looks like the only way that I can go that's legitimately possible. Or do I have to go up? Yeah, there we go. Doesn't look at anything this way, so it's gotta be this way. How do I get in here? Oh, through that flaming door. I'm sure there's nothing bad in here. Anything? Little derpy thing. What's up here? Oh no, door's locked. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, I like how the tracker's going off this whole... That does not look good. Yeah, that looks bad. That looks like it's... yeah. No. Nope, I heard you. How many are there? Okay. I'm still not 100% convinced I'm safe. Where am I going? Oh, there. That's where I'm going. Whew. Okay. Old creaky elevator. Go, go, go. No, no, climb. What? Again, I couldn't possibly imagine playing this in VR. Is that my blood? That does not look like my blood. Hey, die! Holy crap. Medkit, yes. I agree. I am in need of one of those. Maybe this is not the best place for this. Where am I going? E, climb. Out, 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 out. Okay.
Verlaine! Verlaine, are you there? Please tell me!
I lost you.
So did I!
What do you need me to do?
Get out the airlock and EVA over to the maintenance platform. There are explosive bolts on the emergency release. Hurry! Sebastopol is going fast.
Won't let you down!
Release the torrents. Well, how do I get there? Yeah. All this fire. How do I get through? How do I get through? How do I get through? No, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire! How did I get on fire? I'm dead. What did I do wrong there? I went through the wrong place. That's what I did. It was kind of scary, actually, too. It's just sitting there watching your arm catch on fire. Like, yeah, that's not a good thing. Alright, release the torrents. Which way am I supposed to go? Obviously not that way. Okay, obviously not this way. Let me stand up. What's the right way out here? Get into a spacesuit. Get into a spacesuit. That's over here, right? Save still work? Sure does. Not sure how that works, but it still works. Okay, I'm genuinely concerned with the amount of, yeah, can we activate a little bit more health? Sitting there watching my life tick away here. No more being drugged through the vents. No more. Okay, whew. Now, the upside with these, while I'm not suggesting that they're 100% safe, those will put up with temperature a little bit better. So, like, not that I think I should be chilling out in the flaming debris, but I'd rather be out here at this juncture. Okay. Another spacewalk. Oh, there's one of the moons. See, we talked about this earlier. Probably previous video for those who are watching. Maybe the video before that. There's one of the moons of the planet. You see them all over the place if you're looking out the windows at certain times. You can catch them. I know I've had to have pointed that out at some point. Alright, so there's the Torrens. Physically docked with the station over this maintenance jack. Like, well, all that stuff going, like, like, I don't know. This is a pretty dire situation. I will explain some differences between the novelization and the end of this game and the end of the where things differ just a little. But as we're getting super close to the end of this game, I do not want to spoil the ending for this by talking about that. So I will save that for the end. I'm going to figure if they've got a maintenance jack for something, or a maintenance elevator, conveyor, whatever, climb, you're in 0G. Like, I assume that the station has gravity, but why would they need to simulate gravity out here? Like, you would actually think that'd almost be pointless. That's one of the other weird designs with the way that they decided to do this. Like, why do I need gravity at all? I mean, it's, I guess, what, the stairs, the deck plating have gravity? What's generating the gravity that's holding me down currently right now? It's so pretty. Alright, let's go.
I'm here, Verlaine. There should be 2 priming mechanisms to unlock the manual release. I see them.
Oh! I'm not the only one seeing this, right? Like, again, how did they follow me out? Like, they didn't exactly go through an airlock. Oh, I have to physically walk around? Hi! Oh, it just jumped off into the void of space. You're just waiting to murder me. Got it. Still love to know how you got out. Like the other one that came in, so I found a way to fluff off the story by going, that's the original one that went out on the science lab that got ejected out. But how did you two boys get out here? Like, what are you doing? How did you get here?
Ripley, are you still there?
Sorta. I got a feeling this is not gonna go well. It always kills me with situations like this. So, like, there's like 5-7 keys you've got to hit to activate the whatever. What are the other keys there for? Like, if this is the sole purpose to this machine, why are there 45 other buttons on there? Like, what do you need them for? Then the question comes is, why do you need buttons at all? You had to go through and use... Suri, I'm not talking to you. We're playing Alien Isolation, Suri. We don't need... I don't need your input right now. Unless you know how... Unless you intend to help me. She's still going. I'm still... The watch the whole time must think I'm going insane. But, like, okay, so let's say some of those buttons are for maintenance work or whatever. Like, what do the rest of them do? Like, what other purpose does this device serve in the grand scheme of things of this facility that all of those buttons are required? Clamp on here. There's the moon. There's one. Push the button. There's two. And they're a little nonchalant about it, too. Like, these are the same creatures that were, like, trying to rip my... Three! Four? Was it four? I lost track there. There were so much teeth and claws at that juncture. There were so many of them. Goodbye, Sevastopol. So, this... does not happen in the novelization. At the end of the book, Sevastopol Station is still falling into the gas giant. It's just not falling at the rate of speed that is depicted here. And you'd never see that. Not to that extent. I mean, it depends on, I guess, on the size of the gas giant, but, like, that explosion's probably the size of, like, the moon in comparison. But yeah, no, at the end of the novelization of the book...
Verlaine, I'm on my way up to the bridge.
Sevastopol Station is still in one piece. Falling, sure, into the gas giant. Broken free from its gravity wells, but still in one piece. Bridge was...
Verlaine?
Oh, that's the airlock. I remember there being a button here before. I still remember this happening. I still jumped. Yep. Move keys down, move keys down. Back the heck away. Eee! I didn't realize how close I was to the end. I would have played this on the last episode. Oh. Such good memories. Such a great game. Alright, so if I'm going to do this as officially as a games reviewer, I admit that I am very, very biased to this game. I genuinely consider this game... one of my... I wanted to wait for the ending so that I didn't ruin it for those who are watching it for the first time. I genuinely consider this game to be one of my favorite of all time. It's on my top 10 list. So if I were giving it a, I don't know, scale 1 to 5, I'd give this one like a 4.8, 4.9, somewhere in the neck of the woods. I think it... all too often in the genre of the Alien universe, games are put into the first-person shooter, James Cameron, Aliens, and I totally understand that, and those tend to be good. When Fireteam comes out this summer, I will also be playing that game on stream as well. But very few games went down the route of the sheer horror, terror, suspense that Ridley Scott's original film did. And that's mostly because they didn't know how to do it. I think Creative Assembly and the guys over at Sega did a fantastic job with building up that tension, keeping that tension there, making the alien this unkillable, unstoppable killing machine. Is kind of where I'm going. So the even though you have means to deal with it, it's only ever temporary. You never genuinely get rid of that threat in any way, shape, or form. So overall, like I said, 4.8, 4.9 on the overall total. Now, that having been said, there are some criticisms that you can have for the game. First of all, I think that the game, I don't know how many episodes is going to turn out to be on my YouTube channel. I think it's going to come out to like 13 or 14. Is 14 hours long. And not that that's bad, but a lot of the reasons why the game is 14 hours long is because there's a lot of backtracking throughout the game where you go in one direction and then you get to that area that you think you're going to go to and then something happens and then you have to backtrack your way back through. And that device from a game mechanic side is okay maybe once or twice, but I feel like the game overuses that. Specifically that section where I talked about, you probably saw it in the previous episode where you're getting ready to go to the airlock and then, you get pulled through a vent, and then it adds an additional 15 to 20 minutes of stuff in the game that didn't really add anything to the story, wasn't really necessary for the game, and it just felt like padding at the end. And then the ending itself is one of the things I just genuinely really don't care for. Not from a story perspective, we'll get to that in a second, but the QuickTime event. Like there wasn't a better way to end the game after everything that you've done than basically a QuickTime event where I have to push down 4 times, left, right, E, and then the game's over. I wish there were a better, cleaner way for them to have closed out the game other than that. They could have gone with the same ending story-wise. I just don't know that was the right way to end it. So it's not like I'm saying the game is perfect. It's not. But overall, wow. So happy to have played this on PC instead of doing it on the PlayStation 4 like I did before. The headphones definitely added it. I'm going to have nightmares about this game as I'm going to as often. So the game's been far enough around. There's like the conversations about whether or not Sega's ever going to do a sequel to this game are over. They're not. They did sort of a sequel to the game. If you want to know whatever happens to Ripley, the stories have been told on what happens to Amanda Ripley after this. We know from the extended version of the movie Aliens that she survives. We know that because that's where the character originally comes from, is a deleted scene from the original theatrical version of the movie Aliens that got put back in the special edition. The only way to watch that film, by the way, James Cameron's Aliens, that she ends up passing away of natural causes in her late 60s. So, but how you get from her in her early 20s in this game to there's a lot in between. So they did the Alien Blackout game, which is supposed to be the actual sequel to this game. It's a genre of games that doesn't necessarily interest me. It's the Five Nights at Freddy kind of jump scary. I'm not really playing the game. I'm directing people throughout the game kind of thing. It can be good, but that legitimately picks up the story of what happened to Amanda Ripley right after this game. So she survives. They also have comic books. Dark Horse Comics did do comics, and I want to say it's Alien Rescue, Alien Resistance, and then actually did pull this up. There are a series of comic books where Amanda Ripley is one of the main characters in that game. So it's Alien Resistance, Alien Rescue, and Alien Defiance. That's the other one I couldn't figure out. So if you're interested to know story-wise what happens to Amanda Ripley's character, pick the trade paperbacks up for those. I think you get them for like $8 or $9 on eBay. You can find those, and that will complete the story. I also highly do recommend the novelization of this. It's pretty good because there are critics of the book that say that it spends way too much time talking about Amanda Ripley's past and what she was doing on Earth and how it got to that scene where the opening scene of the game where she and Samuels meet. I strongly disagree with that statement. It was really nice to get to know the character because all you knew about her prior to that was, oh, she's Ellen Ripley's daughter. And you didn't know anything else about her other than that. And you got to know her a little bit in the game. So for me, the novelization of this game was fantastic because it filled in a lot of those gaps, like how she reacted to hearing that her mother was expecting her to come home on her Nostromo trip. She's only supposed to be gone for like 6 or 8 weeks and never came back, to how she grew up, all the trouble she had, all of her struggles, the amount of people that tried to scam her with, I know what happened to your mom, so I've got information on the Nostromo. All of that was absolutely fantastic. So I highly, highly recommend picking up the novelization of this game if you're interested in the characters. So that's it. Short one for this episode, but we did get to the end of this game. The next game I'm going to play, I'm really looking forward to. I don't know a ton about it other than the fact that it's what's the word I'm looking for? Spiritual sequel to another one of my all-time favorite games. I'm going to be playing Bloodstained. What is it? Ritual of the Night, I think is the tagline on that one. The team who was involved in creating one of my all-time favorite games, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, did another side-scrolling Metroidvania style game, not underneath the Konami umbrella, so it's not in the Castlevania universe, so to speak, even though that's kind of a weird jumbled mess in a story. But it is still a spiritual successor to that game. So now that I have completed Alien Isolation, I will be diving into that. If you have an interest, though, so I did hint at, first of all, there's a ton of DLC for this game, where you get to play other characters. I do want to dive back into this at some point in time to go back and do specifically the Nostromo DLC for this game. That is, I think it's Crew Expendable, and there's one other one where they got more work from the original actors from the original Alien movie to do those. So I think at minimum I'm going to do those two, but there's a whole bunch of other DLC. There's also different game modes. I don't know that I'm going to go into those because there's not a ton of story to that, but I might do like one or two just to kind of give an idea what the rescue, and there's one other one, I can't remember. There's a couple of different other game modes that the DLC provides. But I also had hinted multiple times during the course of my playthrough that there are a bunch of those collectibles, like the ID badges, the Nostromo logs. Like, if you want, now that I've completed the game, I can actually go back to it and just level select where I want to go and show everyone how to get to all those places. So if you have any interest in that, let me know in the comments down below. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, no, what a great game. Again, highly, highly recommend it if you've never played this game. And first of all, I'm the first person you're watching see play this game. There are other better players that have done this. I genuinely want to debate getting into some of the, it was nice having Natalie on for the last parts of this, some of the speed runs for this. Because, like, there are people that can beat this game in, like, 22 minutes. It took me 14 hours. Now, a lot of that depends on exploiting glitches and flaws in the game programming, where you can actually clip through doors, and because certain events are programmed to happen at certain times when you walk into a room, you can actually skip like several chapters to get all the way to the end of the game in the span of like 20-25 minutes. I've seen people do it. It's fantastic. I don't know that I'd ever be that good to be able to do it, but it'd be worth a shot to give it a try. So anyway, I think I've blathered around all long enough. Again, hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know in the comments down below. Bloodstained will probably start starting next week. I am not giving up on Warhammer 40k. Inquisitor Martyr. What a long name for a game. It's just the next time that my buddies Christian, Sean can get on. I will keep going through that until we get to the end of the story, at least. So anyway, do hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. Thank you so much for tuning in.
This video was brought to you in no small part by our patrons. If you would like to help out the channel, go to www.patreon.com/oldguygamingmtga, and thank you for your support.